Good evening, dear students. What is the thermodynamics and what are the main terms regarding thermodynamics? Today I am going to discuss. First is what is the thermodynamics? Thermodynamics, a branch of chemistry, which tells energy changes during the reaction. Energy changes during the physical or chemical reaction. Okay, means study of motion of heat, study of movement of heat during the reaction, means energy change during the reaction. Now what I will discuss some terms regarding the thermodynamics. System, the part of the universe is under observation, is called system. The part of the universe is under observation or under thermodynamical studies, that is known as system. And what is the surrounding? The rest part of the universe, okay, other than system. The rest part of the universe other than system is called surrounding. Now what is the boundaries? The wall which separates system and surrounding, that is called as boundaries. Means the boundaries are many types. First is rigid wall. Okay, the wall is immovable. Non-rigid wall, the wall is movable. What is the adiabatic wall? No heat exchange across the wall, means Q is equal to 0. And what is the diathermic wall? The heat can be exchanged across the wall, means from diathermic wall the heat can be exchanged, means Q not be 0. But in adiabatic wall no heat exchange across the wall, means Q is 0. But in diathermic wall Q not equal to 0. Now I am going to discuss type of system. What is system? That is open system, closed system and isolated system. Okay, now one by one I'm going to discuss open system. This one is open system, a system which can exchange both energy and matter with the surrounding. It is called open system. There is change of energy, means energy and matter both from the system with the surrounding. What is the closed system? A system which can exchange only energy, not matter with the surrounding. A closed system which can exchange energy only and only with the surrounding. It can never share the matter. Okay, now this wall is conducting wall like thermos bottle. Okay, now what is the isolated system? The system which cannot exchange matter nor energy with the surrounding, that is called isolated system. Okay, coffee in the thermal flask, but in closed system coffee in cup covered with the plate, that is closed system. Now what is isolated system? It contains adiabatic wall where heat cannot exchange with the system and surrounding. Now the next topic is property of the system. Intensive property means the property which is not depend on the mass and size, means mass and size independent property is called intensive property. It means if you are present in a room or your classroom, if you divide the class with the help of three wall, there will be no change in the temperature of the class. The temperature remains constant during the wall division. means size and mass independent property is called intensive property. Okay, what example? Pressure, temperature, density, molar heat capacity, specific heat capacity. Okay, vapor, pressure, density gives free energy, boiling point, cell potential, E cell. Now, specific conductance, kappa, and refractive index, surface tension, viscosity. Okay, pH value. Now, what is the extensive property? It is the property of the system which depends on the amount of substances. Means this property totally depend on the mass and size of of the system. Mass and size dependent property is called extensive property. Mass and size dependent property. Mass, like example is mass, volume, heat capacity, energy, entropy gives free energy. Now you know that what is the trick to learn? Intensive property. First, you have to see if the molar or a specific word are written before the any terms, then it will be intensive property. If molar and specific word are not before the before the topic, okay, that will be extensive property. The property of the system which depends on the amount of substance. Okay, it is mass and size dependent. Mass, volume, heat capacity, internal energy, entropy gives free energy. These are surface area, these all are extensive property. Means extensive property are the value of different extensive property of the system is equal to the sum of the value of the different part into which system is divided. Extensive property is additive nature, additive that can be added. Intensive property, the property which are independent of the amount of the substance present in the system and size of the system, that is called intensive property. The property which are mass and size independent, that is not depend on the size and mass, like pressure, density, temperature, viscosity, surface tension, refractive index, E cell. Okay, now the word you should learn molar, specific. If you divide two extensive property, you will get only and only intensive property. Means the division of two extensive property gives intensive property. Like concentration, mole per volume, that is concentration. Okay. D, mass upon volume, there are two terms. Okay. Specific heat capacity. Okay, heat required to raise the temperature of 1 gram of mass of particle. Intensive property is additive. Additive means it can be added. Non, it cannot be added. Non-additive in nature. The function of system, state function, depend on initial and final position. Okay. Thank you.